Okay. I was particularly excited to get my hands on this device purely because of all the hype and excitement on social media. So you'd have to understand why I'm pretty damn happy to have what Dell is calling their most powerful 13-inch XPS laptop ever. So we're talking like 13th gen Intel Evo processors, double the power of previous models, a razor thin chassis at only 15.28 millimeters, a capacitive touch function row, whatever that is, edge-to-edge zero-lattice keyboard, and a seamless glass touchpad that everyone is losing their minds over because it's like hidden or invisible or something. This is the brand new XPS 13 Plus. Since the very beginning, Dell's messaging around the XPS lineup has been pretty consistent in that XPS products are designed to be the best, with cutting-edge technologies, exceptional build quality, unique materials, and powerful features. This is what brings together these elegant designs and premium experiences to enhance your different workflows. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm always blown away at how these super thin Ultrabooks just keep getting thinner and lighter while increasing the performance capability somehow. It's actually pretty insane. So first things first, you know that when you see that Intel Evo badge, that one right there, we ain't playing games out here. This is serious business. It means there are certain features this device must have in order for it to be suitable for the Intel Evo platform. I'm talking about things like enhanced audio and visual clarity for video calls, system wake from sleep in less than a second, 9 or more hours of real-world battery life, not this fake phony battery life, real battery life on systems with full HD displays, and fast charging with up to 4 hours of battery life from less than a 30-minute charge. Now, depending on your budget or requirements, you do have a few different CPU options to choose from when selecting which configuration is best for you. So looking at the specs here on the Dell website, when it comes to processors, you've got a 13th gen Intel Core i5 1340p, which is a 12-core processor, or you can jump up to the 13th gen Intel Core i7 model, which is a 1360p, again 12 cores and 16 threads. As we scroll down through the other options, for memory you've got the choice of 16 or 32 gig. Hard drive you can choose from a 512 gig, 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte PCIe NVMe SSD. And then you've got the two color options between Platinum, which is the device we have right here, or you've got Graphite, which is the darker gray-black option. Now, it's no secret that Ultrabooks like these can pretty much do whatever you need them to do, right? Video calls, no problem. Productivity and lifestyle apps, absolutely. Content creation, tick. Media consumption, tick. But there's one use case that we don't often hear a lot about because it was never really a viable option for most Ultrabooks, and that's gaming. However, if you're a gamer, then Windows 11 was made for you regardless of the device you have. With so much evolution happening in the gaming space over the last year and a bit, users can now get better gaming experiences on devices like this, thanks to one secret ingredient: cloud gaming. Right now, there are hundreds of millions of people that game on Windows, and with the new Xbox app built right into Windows 11, you now get access to a massive library of high-quality cloud-enabled games with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. The idea is to bring better gaming experiences to more people on more devices, and it's so easy it almost feels wrong. From the desktop, go to the search bar and type in Xbox, click the icon to open the Xbox app, then navigate up to the Game Pass tab, and here is where you can select Cloud Gaming. Just make sure you have a controller connected to your device and you're ready to go. Now you can browse the catalog to find your next favorite game, click what you want to play, and that's pretty much it. No downloads, no waiting, just jump in and play. It's that easy. Okay, so having a proper look at this now, on top you can see that subtle engraved Dell logo, which looks sharp and clean, especially with this silver looking platinum colorway. And yes, there is another color option that I slightly hinted to earlier, appropriately named Graphite, which is like a darker gray-black metallic look that you can pick up if you prefer that over the platinum. Sticking with the minimalistic approach to inputs that we saw on the other two XPS devices, We have one Thunderbolt 4 port on one side and a second Thunderbolt 4 port on the other side. That's it. And underneath, you've got ample airflow vents running along the sides, as well as these slim rubber feet to keep things stable when you set it down. The camera is a 720p infrared Windows Hello enabled webcam that uses presence detection sensors to dim the screen when you walk away and light it back up when you walk back into the frame again. And for sound, you've got two high frequency speakers hidden in behind the keyboard, and they're like facing up towards you, which sounds pretty cool. And there's also two additional speakers located along the sides near those vents that I mentioned earlier. The keyboard itself is edge to edge with virtually no spacing in between the keys. It feels fast, reactive, and they are a decent size for a laptop. It feels like I'm typing on like a normal desktop keyboard. You were probably like me when you first opened this thing up and thought, okay, either there's no touchpad or this is literally the biggest touchpad in the history of all laptop PCs. That's because the entire palm rest is one massive piece of glass with no parting lines anywhere. It's a seamless glass touchpad that uses force pad haptics that gives you this targeted reactive feel on your fingers as you use it. And it's a strong clicky feedback, like that feels as if I'm clicking a proper button on a touchpad, and there's no delay either. It's actually very impressive. And something that completely slipped past me was this little hidden gem over here tucked away in the corner of the keyboard, and it's the fingerprint scanner on the power button, which is also used to unlock the device. Or if you are that way inclined, you can just use the Windows Hello enabled camera. Onto a completely new feature from Dell. Running along this top section here above the keys, you have what's called the capacitive function row. Now, this innovative addition to the XPS 13 Plus allows you to switch between function or media keys by utilizing the function button on the keyboard. The screen is exactly what you'd expect from an XPS device. It's stunning. The popular four-sided Infinity Edge display with those impossibly thin bezels makes it seem as if it's just floating there on the keyboard with nothing attaching it. A 91.9% screen to body ratio, 3840 by 2400 resolution, and a 16 by 10 aspect ratio for better productivity, up to 500 nits of peak brightness depending on the model that you choose, eye-safe technology that we've seen on previous models, and over 7 million pixels on the OLED display for that true vivid color pop. It's a powerhouse device that is designed to tackle as many areas of life as possible. But as always, don't just take my word for it. Get your hands on this machine and see for yourself.